Hello and welcome to the Geared Out CowRC episode 19. What's up?
Hey, what's going on, Adam? Welcome back.
Heck yeah. So obviously you can see that we are styling and profiling in our bomber jackets. I got the green streak all over the place, man. I
Nice.
gotta I gotta say that the graphics are way better than I expected, especially on the
Yeah.
hat because it's actually silk screened in. So no worries about letting that get wrecked. And obviously sporting the green streak t-shirt with the bomber jacket. Here,
You look good.
let's get the full view there. Oh
Yes.
yeah, I feel like I can be a model, only not likely.
Maybe a hand model.
There you go.
Yeah, you look good. Yeah, that's the cool thing. If you guys haven't seen the website yet, and that's what we're going to talk about today, is CowRC's brought out a whole bunch of new swag. I'm wearing the stocking cap, new T-shirt that's come out, and then also the bomber jacket. So the bomber jackets are kind of cool. It was actually a gift that CowRC gave all of the managers actually last year for the holidays, and so they were kind of really so popular with the team that CowRC decided to make them available for everybody else. A little bit different, ours kind of say our name on it and title, and the CowRC factory team on the back, but CowRC logos and so forth on the back and on the front. So check them out on the website. We'll go through that here today.
Oh yeah, because obviously we got two crazy giveaways today. We're gonna be giving away two gift cards for $50 each, and one's gonna be completely random. We love that random generator tool that we found,
Yep.
thanks to Mark Santa Maria, and obviously one for the best question or comment. So keep them coming
Yes,
because
please.
you never know if you're going to get swagged out yourself. And what better way to bring in the Christmas spirit with some new CowRC swag? And you know what? It is still the month of November, and they got the November sale. You know what? I'm going to bring up the face or the webpage and
Yeah.
just show them exactly what's going on with that. So we actually are going to add that in here. And this right here, you can see we got the
There it is.
20% off and use the Movember code. And if you spend over $100, you get the free ultrasonic cleaner included with your order. So a super cool kind of free giveaway included with the 20% off. Never a bad thing. And
Oh
man,
no.
the site just keeps getting better and better. There is a few things that I'm going to touch on that I know Tyler's excited about as well, but definitely a cool thing. Will we ever see a CowRC fifth scale maintenance stand?
Oh,
Jason,
that's a
we'll
good
have to see.
suggestion.
That's not bad. I know there's a whole bunch of fifth scale guys out there racing, bashing, and I think that a fifth scale specific stand would be pretty cool, especially for my modified X Max and my
Oh,
new modified short course. I think it'd be pretty darn cool. So I know that we got a few of these new pit trays and mats we got to
yes.
show off. You got a
Yeah.
whole bunch rocking in front of you.
Yep.
And the one thing that I also got with all of this cool gear is the new pit towel. And I got to say, I'm blown away by how big this pit towel is. If you have an actual card table, this is definitely going to be the one for you. Let's see. Let's hope for more layman size stands first. The 10th and 8th scale. Hey, that would do me good because my car is just sitting here on the bench waiting for some Cow RC maintenance love. Good evening, John. How's it going? Mike, what's going on? For Virginia,
You're
just
welcome.
got a few items from you. Looking forward to using them. And we're looking forward to hearing if you have any questions
Yeah.
because
Yeah, we wanna hear
this
from you guys today.
Yeah, this episode is going to be more about what we can do in future shows and what you guys want to see from us. Because all these cool items that we get to show off to you guys is obviously a blessing for us, but ultimately we want to make sure that the customers are getting the most bang for their buck. Now, if you guys have been following me at all, I just got back from AMS and what a wicked experience. And all I gotta say is that I had to smuggle this tire wash back because the amount of tire wash, like Heath hooked me up. Thank you, Heath. But the tire wash was definitely the sportsman and a few intermediate guys' product of choice.
Oh,
When they
nice.
came over and got to demo it, the pros, it's not a pro tool because the pros just use new tires every round. So it don't matter. They don't even clean their tires. But for
Right.
us mere mortals, the tire wash was absolute money. It was so good. It conditioned the tire and it got rid of all that Alabama red clay. And it was definitely the biggest star in the
Oh,
CowRC
fantastic.
maintenance pit area by far. But I see that you got quite the ensemble of mini pit mats. While I switch over,
I
you want to show
do.
off a few of those bad boys?
Yes, yes, that was my plan. I mean, if you guys have talked, listened to me talk on these previous episodes, I'm a real big fan of using the parts trays and small work mats, and the reason is because I can start a project, and maybe I get bored with that project and I move on to a different one, or you go on vacation, or you're doing something with work or family, and you just don't have time to finish it all up, and you got to kind of organize everything to see where did you leave off the last time you started on your project. So that's why I love these small work mats and small pit mats. And so a lot of new sizes have come up on the website here in the last couple weeks, and that's kind of what I wanted to show you. Here's a good one that I enjoy using. All these have the magnetic laminate, and you can also get the dry erase, the gloss protective top laminate as well, option if you want. This is a 6x9 size, the same as this, just in a different orientation. But this is one of my favorite ones because it's a nice size. Here's a kind of an example with wheels on it. Obviously, these are not magnetic. But these wheels, you can put a couple sets on the tray, kind of keep your stuff organized, and then you put your screws. And these are all magnetic, so this is going to stay on and keep your all your little parts and pieces together. And the reason that's, I think, important is you've got so many different sizes, so many different purposes for all these things. I mean, example, look at all the beadlock, fasteners. So having a bunch of wheels sitting around and not knowing which goes to which, it's always nice to be able to, okay, I'm going to pair these up. I'm going to set these to the side. Boom, go and you work on something else. So I think the cool thing with this hobby is that you can change what you're doing whenever you want. You don't have to finish a project, and then if you're frustrated with it or what have you, you lose the enjoyment. So, like for me, if I get bored of something, get frustrated, I just move on to some other project. And so this leads me, at least when I come back to it, I know where I've started, or I'm sorry, where I've left off, and so I can start back up again. A couple other ones. So this is I kind of wrote. There's so many different different versions I need to keep track for myself. So the small V2 work mat. So this is a new layout here that's on the website. And let me see if I can pull it up on my end real quick so I can kind of tell you the size. Oh, no, I'm not going to figure it. Oh, here it is. Yeah, there we go. So this one, I believe it's like a 10 by or 12 by 14, if I remember correctly, because I can't pull up the website real quick. But anyways, really cool size. You can put your wheels on it, put two sets of wheels on it, and also put your screws on these if you want. So organizing them by sizes and so forth. You can write on them. So nice kind of like a combo thing where you can keep on everything together. Obviously, brass and aluminum don't stick to magnetics, but your screws do. That's what's important. And then you can do headers, headers with these if you want. Again, the gloss laminate, that's always a good option. 9 by 12, thank you. And then this one, 4.5 by
That's
12.
one
This
of
is
my favorite.
yeah, I
I
really
love
like
those
this one.
ones.
And this one's kind of cool to be able to take with you. So this one fits in a backpack, really nice. And it kind of just and actually you can kind of put in a couple of these. So it kind of slide it in the backpack. You can take this with you, like on a trail, you know, through like a pit area, and you can actually do a lot with these. So you can organize everything here at the bottom with different size screws. You can write down what you're doing, and then put some bigger parts like tools and things like that at the top.
Yeah, so I'm gonna switch mine over and you'll kind of see exactly what he's talking about. Now, this is the evergreen streak item that I got
Yeah.
in my care package. And what I didn't realize, and if I move these awesome new mats that I'm going to show off out of the way, and of course my dot box that I was trying to go through, the size of the magnetics that you can actually fit on here is 40 by 19 or 40 by 20. I would have to get Heath chiming in on here, but I know it's 40 wide for sure. And man, these parts trays fit perfectly in there.
Yeah,
And as you
exactly.
can see, I got a whole bunch of bearings, screws, sway bars, and I'm going to rebuild all my drivetrain because the beating that I put on my vehicle at AMS was crazy. The grip levels were insane. And then this right here, I was kind of just using for keeping track of what heats we were in. And then just grab your trusty hide wipe. You can clean it all off completely, and you are ready for Q number 2, and you basically have a brand new mat ready to rock and roll.
Yeah.
One of the things that Heath always includes in with all his mat orders is this little tidbit here. It's
Yeah, that's
very
important.
important that you go through this and read it through. And like you said, if you have any questions whatsoever about those, please feel free to hit up me, Tyler, or anybody on the Facebook page, and we will do our best part to ensure that you're using your products to the fullest extent. Because you know what? We're here to please, and we want to make sure that you guys are doing exactly what is needed to maintain these investments. Because while you're wrenching and taking care of business, and Tyler and myself, we're all over the map. And being organized is a crucial thing, especially when you have a full-time job. You want to make sure that you get back to the stuff and it's where you left it. So it's
Oh, yeah.
pretty darn
Yeah,
cool.
and kinda like some stuff we've talked about in the past with, how to take care of your mats and things to avoid putting on your mats, especially the white magnetic ones. Loctite. You know, this is something you do not wanna mess with on your mats. It will stain the mats, and you'll have, like, kind of like an off yellowish type of blob, on those. Even if you wipe it off, I mean, if you wipe it off immediately now the gloss laminate topping, does help, kind of resist staining and things like that, but still not something you want to use on any of these white mats. You know, we have our Carbon Series mat for those type of greases and oils and Loctites and things like that. Another thing that you want to avoid on your white magnets are putting tires on those. So some tires, and I would say maybe 20% of the tires that I've used will leave marks. And so sometimes, and it's a really easy thing to forget because you're messing with a vehicle, you set it down, and then maybe
Yeah.
you go upstairs, you go out for the night, whatever, and you leave it sit there. Well, some about maybe 20% of the time, it's going to leave a nice, perfect tire tread mark on your brand new white magnetics. And so, not all tires do it, but there's a few different brands that will routinely 100% do it for you. So, avoid doing that. I'm guilty of it multiple times. As many times as I've told you guys not to do it, I will do it again and forget. So I always kind of try to I guess my word of advice is always just take the tires and wheels off and just set them aside. If you're gonna do maintenance on it, just first thing you do, unscrew them, set them aside. You don't need them; they're in the way. They really don't do anything other than maybe it takes keeps your vehicle stable. But that's why they have work stands for those. So you don't have to worry about ruining your mats and creating them being ugly. Because I mean, the great part about these, especially the white large mats, is that it's a great backdrop for photography. So if you're into
Mm.
posting on social media, if you're interested in being a member of the CowRC factory team and you're wanting to show off what you can do with your layout, having a good background is important, and you don't want to have a gross, messy, stained mat to try to show off how good you are. So just kind of some couple tips of things to avoid on those mats.
Definitely some good tips there. But Dino's, what kind of longevity are you getting out of the new laminate? So
Oh,
I was
yeah.
lucky enough to get in on one of the first few batches that Heath was releasing, and that is still my go-to mat, and it's still out in the camper. I just winterized the camper, so I will be moving everything indoors, and I don't know, maybe I might have to get another table in here. I don't even know, but that is my go-to work mat. Now, if you've seen any of the stuff from AMS, that is what I was rocking all weekend. And even with all the red scubba and dirt and clay, that thing rocked it out. And obviously, I was using the hide wipes to keep that clean and wipe off any of the setup changes that I was doing, and basically making sure that I was just maintaining it. Um, my thing about the laminate is being able to write notes to myself.
Yeah.
I'm very forgetful, and
Stuff.
yeah, so I love having that option. And for me, the biggest thing is, especially when I have the kids with me, is keeping track of what events and races we're up in next. So sometimes we're in, 3 different classes each. We're in multiple different heats. Trying to keep track of all that stuff is extremely hard. You have a mat, you can just write it down in there, and it definitely keeps you on track and not missing a beat. It's definitely one of those cool things for sure.
I mean,
Yeah,
for me, like I'm not racing like Adam is, so like I will use the laminate to write some sizes of screws and things like that down, but not very much. Honestly, my biggest thing I see is it makes the mats more resilient to damage, and so it's more resilient to stains and greases. It's more resilient to just dirt. It's easier to wipe off. I honestly I think that to me is the biggest benefit that I see with it. I've noticed that my mats do last longer than without the gloss laminate topping, and I will say that the gloss laminate topping really it makes it doesn't really like fade out. It doesn't dull. It will like scratch up a little bit, but I'm talking like very light, scratches and scuffs, but nothing that like would only see it like when you start like looking at it in the light and glare. But to me, that's I would do the gloss laminate topping just for the added protection more than anything personally.
yeah, it's not a bad idea. And obviously, when I'm working on my chassis and stuff like that, like I got a lot of sharp edges. I tend to crash here and there. So for me, catching a piping, sliding over a spike or anything like that, these like laminate protectors actually don't let me get through to the magnetic surface, because there's
Right.
been a few instances where the kids would just drop their stuff on there with no tires because of what Tyler recommended, which I recommend as well. But if you gouge it, it can go through the magnetics. Now with the laminate, it gives it that little bit of extra thickness and protection
Yeah.
that might prevent you from having to have that big mistake. Oh, thanks, Johnny. Man, it was exciting to be there. Let me tell you that, man. Yeah, the laminate's a no-brainer. If you are doing it, it's definitely worth the extra added protection. It's like buying insurance, in my opinion. You're
Yeah.
gonna get that longevity out of the laminate, and it's always a super cool thing. So a couple people were asking, where do you get your own cow RC garb like what we're rocking
Oh,
today? Well, I know that
let's tell
these
them.
bomber jackets are prizes, but let's head on over to the website here and see exactly what we can pick up. So you want to scroll down here on the left, and obviously the one that I just started rocking today is the pit towels. And it
Yeah.
was a toss up. I was going to get the green streak because obviously you can see from behind me, around me, and on me now. I definitely like the green streak. This is what one I ended up going with. It's 30 by 60 inches, which is almost perfect for a pit table to make you look freaking dialed. It is so cool. Absolutely, man. It was awesome meeting so many people out at AMS. Everybody that came by the pits, it was a pleasure meeting a lot of people there. Being able to show off the CowRC getup was amazing. Even the power sprayer was a cool thing,
Oh
and they
yeah.
even did a little special segment on it. So they seen when I came off the track, I used the sprayer here, and being that you can just charge it via USB is awesome as well. So I was just hitting that, getting rid of all the contaminants, and then I was using my CowRC blaster, and it came out oh so clean and with minimal work in between rounds. You gotta love it. So having your pit area dialed, the first step is probably having either a pit towel or the mouse pads. The mouse pads,
Yeah.
I'm still rocking the mouse pad. I love the mouse pads, but this thing looks sharp.
Well,
So
this was
up
kind of like
next,
the before the mouse pad existed type of thing. I mean, I had like the one I've got the same one you have, Adam, and I've had it for like a year.
yeah, this
And
looks
I've
good.
used it like in my workshop and just kind of as a backdrop. And it's nice because if you do, you drop a screw, you kind of you miss the mat, you've got a kind of a softer surface to kind of absorb it a little bit, catch it. It's I mean, super nice for like little, like delicate bodies that you've painted and you don't want to scratch them up. And I mean, I've noticed some guys that are doing boats. That's a perfect thing, at your pit table to have a nice absorbent towel, to get the boats dried off and obviously they're dripping all over the place. I mean, that way it kind of captures all that moisture.
Wow, microfiber cloths are a dime a dozen, but a CowRC one would be cool. Jason, that's not a bad idea.
Man, Jason's got all
That,
kinds of good ideas.
yeah, man. No, that's not too bad. So now that we got the base, we'll say that's the base there. So if you want to look cool in the pitch, you got to get yourself a towel, and
Yep.
then of course you got the undergarments. You gotta have the tees. You gotta look good in and around rocking it out. Now, the cool thing is you have your generic ones, which I really love the green streak. To me, the green streak is like kind of the theme that I tend to go with. I feel like the green was what got me into the Cow RC and
Yeah.
having that color and the pop. So the green is definitely in my heart when it comes to Cow RC. But if you're kind of like a lot of others on the page, you get your Reaper, the Dragon, the Hot Rod, which is probably my second favorite one. You get the Green Streak and you get the Patriot. So if you want a custom tee that is 100% graphic, and those ones are the sweat wicking ones, which are amazing for being able to be comfortable while you're racing or wrenching on your particular ride. And man, you
Oh yeah,
want to
they're
look
quality
dialed?
shirts.
Oh, they look
They're
so
very
amazing,
quality
man. They're
shirts. I mean,
definitely super cool.
they're kind of like it's kind of like the wearable version of the towel. This
Okay.
got the full graphics. You got it from, from shoulder to shoulder, from, neck to your waist. It truly shows up every square inch of that shirt has a graphic part on it.
So next up, we're gonna hit the jackets, and I don't know if anybody's seen anything in there yet, but geez
Yeah, there you
Louise, we
go.
got the Cal RC official bomber jacket, and we're just gonna go in here. We'll do the quick view, and it's got some pretty cool graphics on this. This embroidery is awesome. So, like, I know we have the factory team on yours, on ours,
Yep.
obviously, but this is for purchase for the general public, and the quality of this jacket is awesome. Like, I've been rocking mine for a year now, and I couldn't be happier with the fit and finish.
Yeah.
Just it's second to none, really. And for I'm gonna say it's a great spring and fall jacket. I wouldn't
Mhm.
recommend it for the winter, but
Right.
definitely for spring and fall. Now, I got the XL, and the reason why I got the XL was so I could actually wear a hoodie underneath, and I'm a huge hoodie fan, so for me, having that was definitely awesome. The other thing that you might wanna get yourself is a couple of these cool hats, and obviously, you got all of the
Yep.
logos
Right
covered
here.
on this one. There you go.
Yep.
you got the embroidered snapback hat, which the new gray one looks amazing. Like I'm usually a black fan, but the gray one caught my attention. Definitely looks cool. I got the camo hat
Yep, that's
already,
what I'm
and
wearing.
I even added an accessory to it, and it was funny. It's a Velcro strap, and I was using first-person videotaping for my event at AMS. So definitely super cool there. This is the original beanie. So this is the knit one, where ours is the material. So a
Yep.
little bit different for ours.
Yeah, that was
Definitely.
the one I was wearing at the beginning of the show, was the net one. So it's thicker, it's warmer. It's a, typical type of, stocking type of cap.
So definitely
Very
super
warm.
cool for that. Yeah. So basically, we got everything that you could possibly want for your head covered. Now, should we pull up the surprise right now or save that for
Yeah,
a
let's
bit
do that.
later?
Let's do the new one.
So I second the embroidery on the jackets are awesome. I love mine. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. A 40-ounce tumbler would be great.
Huh.
Hmm.
That'd be kinda cool.
Yeah, I bet you it was pretty cold up where you're from for sure.
Eh, yeah.
Absolutely. Definitely cool that it has the girl option as well in there, but definitely want you guys to see something. Now, there's been a lot of talk about pit caddies, this, that, and the other thing. Well, I think Heath has hit a home run with this one, and I'm going to pull it up. I don't know if you guys seen it on the website yet, but get a load of these
Oh,
duffel
those are
bags.
awesome.
Man, I can't wait to get my
So
hands
good.
on the green streak. So obviously, I got to show off the green streak one. We're gonna blow this puppy up, and we're gonna zoom in here. Now, look at the quality of this bag. Double zipper on top, Velcro double handle for being comfortable carrying it by hand. Now, if it's too heavy, it's got that shoulder strap. Man, they look amazing. Dino, I agree, man. These things are definitely next level. Love the mesh pocket on the side. Always carrying like little mats and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
for
that's
me to be able
perfect.
just to slide that in, definitely would be very cool. The hot rod bag does look sick and would be my number 2 pick for sure. And then look at the graphics. Everybody's gonna know that you got all the CowRC goodness in there, rocking those decals. Man, it looks amazing. Like I love the way that they tied it in. The graphics are amazing. Even the top and the bottom are rocking. Like look at that. Even through the mesh, you can see all the graphics and everything like that. Now, the cool thing with this here, there's the other side there showing off the cow head. We are going to do this right here. There's the
Man,
top
it's
view.
every inch is covered.
It's the whole thing is
Everything's
amazing.
covered.
Oh man. So
Think of the
there's the
bottom.
bottom. Yeah. So
Jeez.
it's 100% graphics right there. And look at this. Even inside the
Inside.
pocket is
That's
graphic
sick.
with the Velcro holder for miscellaneous size items. Now, I know that I'm a huge racer, heart and heart, but I can't wait to see what kind of configuration I can put into this thing. I believe that Heath has hit a home run
Oh, no doubt.
on this one. They look amazing. So those are new to the website. I believe they launched yesterday. And
I think
man,
so.
those duffel bags are man, I'm going to have to get one. And we're talking about going to Silver State, and I think that that might be the companion I need to make sure that I get all my gear to the place I need it to be. We're gonna do baggage check and all that stuff, so we're nervous about it, but we'll have
You'll get it.
I think
It
that
won't
would
be
be a
hard.
good carry-on. It's
Yes.
got it's 33.5 ounces that it can carry, and the size is 22 by 11 and a half by 11 and a half, and it only weighs itself is like 325 grams, which is 9.6 ounces. So like literally
It's
super
light.
light for what you're getting. And definitely looking forward to seeing what I can fit in there. Because obviously, when you're going racing, you're going to need your chargers, your batteries, your lipos. You're going to need your radio. So like, there's things that you do not want to baggage check
No.
and hope it gets there. You want to make sure that it's all there. So definitely a cool little thing that Heath has released to the masses, and I feel that that is going to be a next level item for sure. Cool to
So
see
the
on the
all
website.
those items, so those are all kind of printed by Printful. So CowRC is using the outside source to print, you know, the hats, the shirts, the bags, the towels, everything that Adam went through is kind of an outside source. So one thing you want to make sure before you order any of this stuff is there are no cancellations. So once you place your order, just before you place it, make sure you've got the right size. It's what you're looking for, because these are third party printed. There are no returns or cancellations. So if you look at the website when you're ordering, there's a little bit of a blurb about that. I'll kind of go over a little bit about that. It says no cancellations made to order products, because these are all made to order. So these aren't sitting in a warehouse already pre-made. They're made to order. So when you place your order, it is printed and created for you. So that's why they're not doing returns, because they're not going to resell them. So things like pit towels, apparel, duffel bags, and headwear, they will not be accepted. Due to the nature of the custom and made to order products, we cannot accept any returns or exchanges of any items unless the merchandise is misprinted, materials flawed, or defective. So just make sure that what you order is what you want, because you will not be able to return it. So just kind of keep that in mind, and understand that the products are print to order.
And one thing I do want to add is they are American sizes, so don't think you're getting cheap Chinese stuff or anything like that. Everything
Yeah,
that
very
I
high
have
quality.
ordered is, yeah, it has been the size that I would expect.
Yep.
So if I'm going to like a higher end store and I'm getting a certain size, those are the sizes you'd want to order when going to the CowRC website. Very high quality stuff. He's not messing around, and having these guys help him with the graphics and all the other stuff is just keeping the cost down to you, the customer. And it's something that he has been hitting home run after home run with. And I know he's looking for suggestions and other items that he could possibly bring to the table. But so far, man, I feel that he's definitely got all of us looking good, and having you look good. No matter what Dino said, no matter what level you are, you're definitely going to be looking the part, because I might not be fast on the track, but I look good doing it. That's for sure.
That's right. You look good losing.
That's right. Yeah, I can crash and look as good as anybody. But definitely a lot of fun. And man, Heath is always trying to up the ante, and he's always trying to be on basically the innovative trend. And I know that this week I am going to be testing out some new brushes. He sent me a whole bunch of stuff that I can just beat on for a couple days, and basically I will be able to review what I found, beating them up, and telling you basically what my feedback is real time. And I know I'm excited about two brushes in particular. I don't know exactly what I can say just quite yet, but once I get my hands on them and start, putting them through the paces, I feel that there's going to be two home runs in there, and then the other ones we're going to have to see how they stack up against what I'm already rocking. But two for sure, I'm definitely excited to try. And I know Tyler, he might be able to share some information on a new ultrasonic cleaner coming to the mix.
Yes, yeah. So I'm testing a different ultrasonic cleaner. So this is what we have right now. So this is what we're talking about, on the Movember discount that goes all the way through November. In addition to the 20% off, if you spend more than $100, you get an ultrasonic cleaner for free. And so part of the ultrasonic cleaner package is a skin, and also um, an insert, a great insert to kind of keep your parts off of the bottom of the ultrasonic cleaner. So these were developed as kind of an entry-level ultrasonic cleaner, and so what I'm testing is more of an advanced, higher-end ultrasonic cleaner. So, really cool, much different than this, larger than this, definitely more high-tech, more options. Performance is different. It's just all around totally different, and it's not going to necessarily be a replacement for this. It's just a different type of thing. So no longer an entry level, but more of an advanced type of thing. So and all these types of things like the brushes, ultrasonic cleaners, these are all ideas that have matured out of this show. And these are the comments that you as fans have come up with. And I mean, the duffel bag, even though we've talked a lot about, product caddies, it's not necessarily caddy, but it's developed off of that mentality. It's something that exists. It's kind of going in that direction of different comments. So keep all your comments coming. I mean, Jason's come out with a few things, on the fifth scale, shock stand, those are all ideas that we want to hear from you guys because you're why this show exists. It's not just Ab and I talking because it's fun to talk. We're here to help you guys and to share the word of CowRC and help you understand how to use these products. And in return, you're actually educating us by telling us what you actually want to see.
And some of the best show ideas have actually come from you, the viewers. So
Right.
if there's something that you guys want us to like maybe showcase, focus in on, maybe demo or bring to the next level, maybe try different things with, maybe you have an idea that you want us to experiment with, maybe even doing it live on the show. Hit us up, man. Put it in the comments.
Please.
Any idea might spur into another great show. So I know all the things that you guys have been helping us out with so far has just been a lot of fun. And some of the things that he takes from the comments are ensuring that we get the best product we possibly can to the customer. And holy cow, a white carbon series work mat. Hey, that might not be out of the
It'd be
ballpark
kind of
because
cool.
it would definitely be a specialty item for sure. Yeah, Jay, honestly, we love how interactive it is, and since we only have
Mhm.
20 minutes left, there is a few things that we are going
Yeah.
to bring up, but I do wanna share one thing with you guys, part of the giveaway. This one, you have to be on the show at the end to make sure that you get it. So I'm gonna bring it up on the screen right here. So since we were talking about all the swag and stuff like that, this is the hashtag. So CowRC swag, if you want to start hashtagging it up, it will enter you in for a chance at one of the cash prizes. So it is super cool. We're giving away two $50 gift certificates to get the swag that you deserve.
Yeah, one of those $50 codes will go to the winner of this hashtag, and the other will go to the best comment. So we've already, tagged a couple great comments on here so far. So keep those coming, and Adam and I will kind of see which one we like the best and give the second $50 code to.
Yeah, and obviously, while we were perusing through the website, you guys probably seen they're giving away something pretty special on Size Matters RC. And
Yeah.
Craig has been doing a build, and if you haven't been following along, I think it's actually on the CowRC YouTube channel. So if you want to go back and check out some of those episodes, it is super cool. Now, I'm not really a crawler person at all, but man, oh man, do I want to win this thing. And
You want to be a
anybody has
caller
an
now.
opportunity to win. I do want to crawl now. So let me bring up the graphics for this, and we'll start off with the the giveaway. So just so you know what we're talking about, they got this CowRC.com charity build giveaway, and you can follow it live on Instagram, and it is the CowRC Instagram. Now, the cool thing about this is it's for autism awareness, which is awesome to me because that's kind of close to my heart, and we had that issue in our family, so super cool. One lucky donor will win a custom Element Enduro night tuner built by Size Matters RC, which is Craig. with a selection of CowRC accessories. Donors are $1 a ticket. You can buy as many as you want. Bundles are available. So if you go to the CowRC website, you can actually see the different bundles that they have, and it is super cool to see
Yeah,
that. So
there's you can buy $1 for $1. $20 donation gets you 25 tickets, and $100 donation gets you 150 tickets. So the more you really kind of donate, the more chances you're going to have, in addition to just dollar for dollar. So really cool idea. I mean the skin is amazing. I mean, so the skin is actually made by Freaky Skins, and Neil is the owner of Freaky Skins. He actually does a lot of the work for the graphics for CowRC. He's an extremely talented person, and he actually created this skin for the Night Runner truck, and I mean, it covers almost every inch of that body. You almost don't even need to paint it. And Adam and I were kind of joking before the show started, and I mean, here it is. This is the skin on a clear body. So this is a Night Runner body, clear, unpainted, and it looks like it's completely painted. So you can be a D- painter, and you're going to look fantastic. So and the kind of the cool thing is, because of this charity and the work that Neil has done on these skins, he's actually going to be selling skins for this body. Not this same graphic, but skins that fit this body separately, unrelated to the charity giveaway. So take a look for that. Freaky Skins. Take a look for his new ideas that are going to come out here probably shortly thereafter the giveaway.
it just looks like, I can't believe that's a clear body underneath there.
I know,
That
it's unreal.
looks unreal. And now I'm guessing that this is all set up for washer blades and all that, windshield washer blades and everything.
Yeah, I believe the truck is, yes. I think the body comes with it. I used to have one of these, and I think I remember it. I mean, the truck is extremely detailed. The body is extremely detailed, as it is. And there's tons of your 3D printer person, tons of files out there to 3D print accessories for this truck. I mean, the options are endless. So to win this truck with an
Ooh.
awesome skin like that, all the upgrades that Craig's doing to this, a Team Garage Hack transmission, super shafty axles. I mean, the thing is loaded. Not to mention the CowRC products. So I mean, it is an extremely loaded charity giveaway.
It looks awesome, man. And you know what? One lucky person is going to be driving away in a wicked rig right out of the box. Like, you're gonna
Oh yeah.
have a great time with that. So obviously we are up against the clock now. We got 15 minutes to rock, and I'm wondering, what is your go-to product? Now, I know that mine lately has been the hide wipes, but I don't know, man. That tire cleaner is
Yeah.
definitely bringing a tear to my eye, because the way that it kept my tires glued to the track all weekend long was the next level. And like, this thing, you can't even tell that this thing has been driven, and these
Yeah,
tires
that's nice.
look brand spanking new. Um, Now I'm wondering, yeah, hide wipes all day. Yes, you know what? Actually, Robert, that is not a bad idea at all. I like that. We should have Craig on the show, possibly talking about the build, talking about what you can possibly win for CowRC goodies along with it, and what CowRC goodies he's using during the build.
Right.
Because I believe that once he gets that thing established, he's going to actually drive it, beat on it for a little episode, and then show you exactly how to use the CowRC products to clean the rig. And that way, you know that you're getting something that has been element proof.
Yeah. Well, that's the cool thing is that's what Craig's going to show you is he's taking the Night Runner's a ready to run truck out of the box, and he's going to run it, take it through his paces as it came out of the box, and he's going to start disassembling it. Some of the things he's adding, like the Team Garage Hack transmission. Team Garage Hack uses CowRC Udder Butter in their transmission. So if you ever go and buy a Team Garage Hack transmission, it already has udder butter in it. So that's, you've got large companies like that. Well, I shouldn't say large, but you've got very popular companies like that that rely on CowRC products as part of the signature of their transmissions that they send out to people. So really cool thing. And then in Craig's going to start showing you how to maintain it. What are the different products are they used for, and so forth. I've watched a couple of his lives, and they are very informative. I mean, it's really, you could go on for hours and hours and hours on how you use the products to maintain the truck. And I think it's a really cool option to show everybody for charity build. So really, the charity build it's not a new truck anymore. So it was a new truck, and then Craig goes through it and really improves it. So it's a step up, well, multiple steps up from what you would get if you were to buy it.
Yeah, this is going to be the whole kit and caboodle. If you're serious into crawling, not only is it going to have that scale realism, it's going to have some tasteful upgrades to it. Now, I know you already talked about the transmission, but I think he was doing some rims and tire packages as well.
I think so, and the name of what he's using I escapes me right now from the tires and wheels, but I do believe he is.
Yeah, and man, I'm telling you, Dino, I will put these new brushes to the test. I'm not 100% sure exactly what I'm able to tell, but it is going to be put up against some of the heavy duty brushes that I've been using for scrubbing, washing down stuff, applying certain applications. So anticip I'm waiting for these to hit the shop, and obviously I'll be doing as much content as I can with them that I'm allowed to do, and we'll kind of see where they fall for sure. And then
Oh,
the tire
blaster.
wash has been awesome.
So Brian was talking about getting a blaster. Ah, yes. So is power the primary difference? So if maybe there's a couple questions I can answer off of that. So there's two different jet blasters. There's a jet blaster and then the jet blaster turbo. So the jet blaster is the lower powered of the two, and it has, it's on and off. And the jet blaster turbo, which is this one, now this one does not have the variable. This is the old version that just has on and off, but is much more powerful than the regular one. So the variableness of the current jet blaster turbo is actually a knob where you can turn it and go down, to kind of the speed of the regular jet blaster, all the way up to the mega speed of the jet blaster turbo. So a really cool thing. I thought it was neat because the old jet blaster turbo is extremely powerful. If you've seen any of the reels that CowRC has on Instagram and Facebook, I'm sorry, the stories, we're using the jet blaster turbo, and it will blow all moisture, all dirt off of any vehicle out there. The only downside to it is it's so powerful where it's hard to use inside because it blows everything off the table, off your walls, everything. So the cool thing with the variable is you can turn it down for interior uses, which is, I would find, is going to be really helpful.
Yeah, and I can touch on that. When we were at AMS, I had my turbo blaster, and we were showing it off to a whole bunch of people, and we were blowing tire stacks off of the table. Like, that's how powerful this thing
Yeah.
was. And we were just messing around, blowing everything around, making the lights rock and stuff like that. You want to talk about power? It's definitely there. 70 to
It is
130 CFM. It was definitely a lot of fun. But Brian, for you and running indoors, I know you're heading to the Cleveland Nat soon. You're practicing out at
ah,
RC1 today. I would definitely see get the variable speed one. I know how dialed looking your pits are. The variable speed one will definitely do you right. Where you need the extra power, you can dial it in. But when you're first starting off, you can be at a lower speed just so you can get your trajectory, because you can easily blow off all of your pit towels and everything. I'm
oh
telling you,
yeah,
it's got power for days.
it does.
Yeah.
It's really good when you need it. It is absolutely there when you need it. It's the power is needed for sure. It's just you got to kind of be careful what you're pointing at.
He's blowing off my hat. Yeah. Honestly, it is like seriously powerful stuff. We were making the lights rock inside of the canopies, and Tim was asking me, he's like, if it's not tied down, are you gonna blow the canopy away? It was like just a joke, but it was like serious, like you might be able to blow the canopy away. So it definitely has the same. Are the nozzles the same? Yes, they do come with all the nozzle adapters inside the kit, which is an awesome thing to have. And I have, well, actually, yours is right there, right? You have
Yeah,
the
this is
quarter-inch
this is
nozzle
the
on yours?
nozzle that comes with, that's on the jet blaster, and then there's also a fan nozzle. So there's a fan, and it kind of it spreads it out a little bit more. So I actually like this nozzle because it's more direct. It's a little bit easier to control. The fan is nice if you want a big area. So if you're using it indoors, I wouldn't recommend the fan area because you're going to have a big broadcast. The nice thing about it is that it doesn't concentrate the air as much. So it kind of depends on what you want. I mean, I've used these things, to blow out leaves and grass out of the garage. I mean, it is equivalent to using like a leaf blower. So if you think of a leaf blower with a long nozzle, I mean, this thing is smaller, a smaller nozzle, but it's got enough where you can just stand and walk and blow things off the ground. It's that powerful. I mean, it won't, if you turn it on and just set it here, it won't stay up. It'll fall over and fly around like a fire hose.
Yeah, so the new one with the variable speed does come with the additional nozzles. So that is super cool.
Yeah.
I think that with all the indoor on-road and indoor off-road, yeah, I threw that up. Thank you very much. But I think that that is definitely the way to go. Um, with the 8 scale outdoor off-road racing, having the high-powered blaster was a great replacement for
Yeah.
lugging around my air compressor,
Oh,
my
geez.
nozzles, all my hookups and stuff like that, and definitely super cool. Also use mine to dry airbrush. Yes, I've heard lots of good things with that. I'm sure you got to keep it at a good safe distance for that for sure. That jet blaster turbo will take your skin off at full power, baby. Speed and safe indoor. Yeah, no, definitely, definitely fun for sure. You do want to be safe for sure, and definitely want to make sure that you are not getting out of hand. So we have 17 entries for our
Oh, okay.
first giveaway. Yeah,
Nice.
and we got 28 people on. So if you do want to get in, we will give it away with 5 minutes to go. And then we will also be looking at some of the questions and comments to see who else is eligible for somebody else. You can clean off your buddy's pit table when he's not looking. Yeah, for sure. Make sure it's off when you plug it in. Yes,
Good
because
call.
man, and I will actually, I might even have a video I can share. It actually made my magnetics bounce off my table when it was on when I plugged it in. I was like, oh my gosh. How do you get in on this? Peter, all you got to do is hashtag RC or CowRC swag, bud. So just all you got to do is type this in, press enter, and you're entered in for your chance to win. So, oh yeah, my wife is going to school, and she tested several of the CowRC products for activity and came out to be neutral. Definitely very cool when the wife's getting involved with helping that out. There we go. Got a couple more in.
Oh, good.
All
There we
right,
go.
we're at 20 entries. All right, good luck, everybody. We are going
Cool.
to do the draw. So this is for $50 in swag. So man, it's gonna be pretty cool. Whoever gets it.
Oh, Dino.
Dino had 1,000,001 comments on there. So definitely pretty cool. Getting an order of cleaner tomorrow. Don't
Oh,
forget
nice.
the tire wash. I'm not sure what is going on. Look at that. I knew Dino would be on there.
Congratulations.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just
Congratulations
message us after the show, Dino, and we'll get you your code. Okay.
again. Yeah. So that is the best way possible for making it as random as we possibly can. Because
That's right.
coming down to the questions and stuff like that, there's a few that we got in here. Um,
Yes, I'm looking through those as well.
so there's somebody that has two starred in there, but I'm thinking the first one at 827, if you can see that one.
827. Yes, I see. I was looking at that one too. I do like that one. Let's see here.
Because Dino's not getting. I have Dino in there too, but Dino is not getting another one.
I'm going to send you some money, Dino, and you're gonna play the lottery for me, okay?
Yeah, no kidding.
Yes, I like that one, Adam. I would agree with that.
All right, so here I'm gonna hide this comment right here, and congratulations, Tom. Your
Tom,
7-year-old daughter is going to get that shirt that you're asking for.
yes.
Tell her to wear it with pride. Definitely message either me or Tyler. We will hook you up with all the info. But Tom, you are the winner for the second prize of the
Congratulations.
CowRC
We wanna
giveaway.
see some when
Yeah.
you guys get your swag, we wanna see some of those pictures on the, CowRC fans page, so that way we can
Oh,
post them onto the main page. We would appreciate it.
Tom is still with us. Right on, Tom. Yeah, so all you
Good.
got to do is just private message us. We got to get your information and we will hook you up. Congratulations. And guys, man, thank you.
Yeah,
We
thanks for coming,
appreciate you
guys.
guys. You made my daughter stand to attention. Oh man! So you're watching it with her. That's awesome, man. And you know what? Without you guys watching, it wouldn't be the show that it is. And if you do have something that you guys want us to specifically hit on, please make sure you message us. Please put it in the comments. And when you see the link that we're going live, if you could please click share and like that, it gets us into the algorithm. It only takes a few seconds, and if you're going to be watching us anyways, we really appreciate it. And last but not least, don't forget to use our code CowTech and save you 10% off. And that's a everlasting code. You can use it
Yes.
multiple times. It's not a one and done type deal. You can keep on coming back for more.
And it's good for
But
the whole store, so, anything that you forget to get, take advantage of the Movember, discount, even though it's 20% off, that does end in the end of, November, so if you forget, some Christmas gifts after November, use the CowTech code and save yourself 10% off, and that's, like Adam said, all the time.
all the time. Tom, man, that's awesome, man. You put in a lot of good comments, bud. We appreciate
Yes,
you
thank you,
interacting
everybody.
with us, and hopefully your daughter rocks it well. And I'm sure she's gonna have a blast with it. And you know what? The pink CowRC garb is pretty cool. My daughter's all about the pink and purple, so she loves it. A jet blaster for next week's prize. I might get lucky. We'll have to maybe save that one for a Christmas one or something like that. But definitely very cool. So we got to thank you guys, the viewers, for keeping the show rolling, man. We are already up on
Yep.
1 hour. I can't believe it. Next episode, episode 20. We're turning 20
Yeah,
next
that's a big
show.
one.
And yeah, looking forward to it, man. It was definitely a lot of fun. Thanks, everybody. And man, I guess we will see you guys in a short 2 weeks. Talk to you
Yes.
later.
All right,
Bye.
everybody. Take it easy.
Bye for now.